Moody Meats was a concept that we got back in the late 90s when hog prices went to 9 cents a pound. My wife and I took my hog check to the bank and went to the grocery store because we were to have Easter dinner that Sunday, and we went in to buy a ham and we couldn't afford a ham. And that's when I realized that something's wrong with this system. If the people raising food can't afford the food that they're raising, then I realized I wasn't raising food, I was raising a commodity. The store in Zionsville is on 20 East Cedar Street, again just off the bricks. Many of the customers that we had at our farm market days in the late 90s are still customers today in our store there on Cedar Street. It's a little bit different store than the typical butcher shop. It has a juice and smoothie bar in the front, and as I say, it has some other grocery type items in there, all with an Indiana and local focus as well. When you come into our stores, what you're going to find, first of all, is friendly service. You'll notice that in comparison to a grocery store setting where the meat counter is way in the back, it's our centerpiece. It's up front. The same person that waits on you is going to be the same person that checks you out. If you have a question, the butcher will be right there. The meat cutter will be right there to answer the questions. You're going to see a selection in our 12-foot meat cases of beef, pork, and chicken primarily. Occasionally we have lamb in there, especially during the holiday seasons. That lamb is prevalent. The meat that you're seeing in that case was either cut late the day before or early that morning, and if it doesn't sell that day, we wrap it and freeze it in poly and paper, and it's available in our freezers at the same cost as the fresh meat. It's not in the freezer because it's old, it's in the freezer so that our meat cutters can set the fresh case every day. We don't want you to look at the cost, but the worth of the product. There's a big difference between what something costs and what something is worth. And there's so much more benefit to the community, to the land, and to your people with a small, local, and regional food system.